Has Ronaldo ruined his relationship with Manchester United? Will Jurgen Klopp turn things around for Liverpool as Forest win their second game of the season? And lastly, should the World Cup be in Qatar? Let's discuss it. Hello and welcome to the Press Box. This is a complete new series I'll be hosting for the channel, going over the biggest topics in football for the week and discussing it with you. If you haven't already as well, please go and check out the Woodwork website. The Woodwork website has various articles published on a daily basis covering a range of leagues and teams. As the slogan goes, this is a football business made by football students for football fans. I'd really appreciate it if you go and check it out. Me and the team have worked incredibly hard on this website and we have just published our 300th article. If you do want to see the website, the link is in the description below. Has Ronaldo ruined his relationship with Manchester United? Cristiano Ronaldo was dropped from Manchester United squad as they faced Chelsea at Stamford Bridge due to Ronaldo reportedly refusing to come on as a substitute for Manchester United 2-0 win against Tottenham Hotspur. Manchester United released a club statement saying the following: Cristiano Ronaldo will not be part of the Manchester United squad for this Saturday's Premier League game against Chelsea. The rest of the squad is fully focused on preparing for that fixture. Ronaldo can be seen at the 90th minute mark walking down the Old Trafford tunnel without the permission of Erik ten Hag. Straight after the game against Tottenham in the post-match conference, Erik ten Hag said the following: I don't pay attention today, we deal with that tomorrow. We want to focus on this team. It was a magnificent performance from all 11 players. I have seen him. I didn't speak to him after. I enjoyed the performance. We are celebrating this victory and now we have to recover from this and we have a big game against Chelsea. Just to clarify as well, he does go on to correct himself and say, including the substitutes and not just the 11 players. A lot of people were surprised by this decision by Ronaldo and it sparked many debates and many conversations everywhere. It's a very odd situation. I think personally it's very out of character for Ronaldo. I didn't expect him to do something like this. It's hard to understand and quite clearly it's hard to justify. I can't imagine any Manchester United fans are happy with him at the moment, and I sort of don't blame you in that. I think as well, if you think Ronaldo's career is coming to an end or there's still a lot more to come, I think he's had a phenomenal career as it is. Just going over Erling Haaland, there's no denying what an incredible player he is already, and the incredible start he's had in the Premier League. But what is even crazier is, according to ESPN, Haaland will have to score 40 goals every season till 2037 to just match Ronaldo's goal tally thus far, which is unbelievable. What do you think? Has Ronaldo's time ended? Was this action justified? Let us know in the comments. Liverpool face defeat at the City ground as Nottingham Forest claim their second win of the season. Liverpool have yet to win away from Anfield this season as Nottingham continue that run by scoring an early goal in the second half. Jurgen Klopp in a post-match conference said the following: It is not that the boys didn't want. I know it. I saw it. The fight, the spirit was there. Everything is fine. We took the atmosphere, all these kind of things, but who can we blame not finishing the situations off? There are not a lot of people out there. It is just us. It is a big blow for us because we came here and we wanted to get the 3 points. You look at the game back and you think, how could that not happen? But it happened and that's it. Liverpool currently sits 7th in the Premier League with 16 points in 11 games. And as things stands, this was recorded at 12 AM on the 23rd of October. I had a check on Sky Bet and it is now 33-1 odds of Liverpool winning the Premier League. I know this seems like Liverpool hate and a bit of slander to Liverpool, and I know there might be quite a few Liverpool fans watching this, so I do apologise. That's not the case though. This is shambles for the first episode because it does seem like I hate Liverpool, but trust me, that's not the case. For me, it's really hard to kind of make a comment, an opinion on this. It's definitely a story I had to cover. But if I had to finish off this story, I think the most fair opinion I can give is that Jurgen Klopp clearly isn't the issue here, and I think if Jurgen Klopp was to hypothetically get fired, that would be a disgrace. What do you think? What are the issues with Liverpool and what needs changing? Let me know in the comments. And lastly, should the World Cup be in Qatar? Now this is some rabbit hole. Oh wow. The World Cup starts in just less than a month, and there's been non-stop continuous conversations, debates whether the Qatar World Cup should go ahead. The whole debate was sparked again due to Gary Neville joining beIN Sports in covering the Qatar World Cup, whilst also being a vocal advocate against the conditions that migrant workers have experienced whilst working for the Qatar World Cup. The issue with the World Cup being in Qatar is for various reasons. One of the main ones is that homosexuality is considered abnormal and punishable by 3 years in jail, as well as it's been reported there has been over 5,000 deaths of migrant workers while building the stadiums for the World Cup. The Daily Mail back in January claimed that the workers believe their friends' deaths have resulted from being forced to toil too long under the burning sun without shade, breaks and water in temperatures exceeding 40 degrees Celsius for just £8.30 a day. The stats that I'm about to show you as well has come from the FIFA annual report of 2020, as well as it's come from Amnesty International, who are a human rights organisation. £138 billion was the estimated cost of staging the 2022 World Cup. It's also estimated that £1 billion profits will go to FIFA in 2022. It's reported that £65 million was paid to Six Construct to refurbish the Khalifa Stadium. And on that same hand as well, take a look at these statistics. £200 per month is the new minimum wage for migrant workers in Qatar. It's reported that £8.30 a day is what the minimum wage works out for. Also reported that workers have waited a shocking 7 months just to be paid at the Al Bayt Stadium. There's many factors into the Qatar World Cup, and I think no matter how you look at the economy of, Qatar, is it truly justifiable that looking at the profit margins of FIFA and the other kind of stadiums and companies, and then looking at how much the workers are being paid? Gary Neville received a lot of hate for his commitment to being in the beIN Sports and covering the Qatar World Cup, with a lot of people stating that he was a hypocrite. Gary Neville did respond to the uprise hate, saying the following: "Yes, I'm going to the World Cup, and yes, working for ITV and beIN. I will highlight those issues like I have for years." I think the original idea and the original concept of the World Cup being in Qatar is, fantastic in the same sense that the World Cup is going to be in the USA, Mexico and Canada in 2026. It includes and it indulges everyone in new cultures and new environments, and I think for us internationally to be more multicultural and accepting, we have to, push ourselves to be in these different cultures. And I think having one of the biggest sporting events in the world being hosted in an Arabic Middle Eastern country is fantastic. Like I've said before, it includes and indulges everyone to be involved in their culture, their environment, their communities, and I like that idea and I like the concept of it. And it can also be said, well, the South African World Cup went ahead in 2010, but there was major human rights issues there. So if the South African World Cup goes ahead, why can't the Qatar? Although I'm not a strong believer in that statement. I'll be honest, it's such a hard topic to cover because there's so much elements to it. I think personally, whether you stand with the Qatar World Cup or whether you don't, I think you all have good, valid reasons for it. Like I said, I think the concept of the World Cup being in Qatar is, fantastic. I also don't think it can be ignored, the travesties and the absolute disgraces that have happened in the construction and the building of the Qatar World Cup. What do you think? Do you think the World Cup should go ahead? I think it's going to go ahead anyway. But what do you think? Let me know in the comments. That is all from me today. I hope you all enjoyed the new series, The Press Box. I'm excited to release one of these every Sunday. I think it'll be a really good series, and I'm hoping you, the viewers, do like the series and follow along. If you have any advice or just want to pitch your own kind of thoughts on the whole kind of video, more than welcome to put in the comments. I'm open for discussion. But like I said, that is the end of today's video. If you liked the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of the woodwork content, make sure to hit the subscription button. And if you want to be notified when we upload, make sure to hit that notifications bell. Thank you all for watching. Hope you have a wonderful day. Bye for now.